So again, small things that we can do to refine working conditions, again, to center who our educators are.
I've been doing a lot of research and having a lot of conversations on that in regards to the kind of the tokenization of a lot of our staff members. Like you said, they're always the one that has to deal with all the discipline. They're ones that, like you said, have to talk about how to be a culturally responsive teacher or how to classroom management and all these things. They could be a stellar English teacher. They could be a stellar math teacher. Those professional development opportunities only go to the white staff. And so the staff of color get all the quote unquote culture related type of, and so they get pigeonholed. You pull up their resume, they pull up their CV, all it says is diversity related stuff. And then all their colleagues and their counterparts are getting all of the other jobs because they can't do it. And so I see it all the time. And it's happened to me. It's like, I tell people, look, I'd love to teach your class, but I can do other things outside of just your diversity class. Like I've been a principal, I've been a teacher, I've done special ed, I've done this, I've done that. I can also excel in that as well. But when we get to a place, and I love that you brought this up, because I just want to give this reminder to our school leaders. I hear what folks are saying. I hear what I see you have the best intentions, but don't limit your staff of color or even your LGBTQ plus community folks to just those topics when it comes to professional development.
And, again, you talk about what are ways that what are the things outside the academic or instructional supports? In what ways, if you're not able to, well, one, do leaders know the areas where their educators want to improve? What are the areas where they want to grow? Are you pointing them to opportunities for them to excel? Are you connecting them with leadership opportunities inside the district, outside the district? If you know that they have an interest in a particular pedagogy, can you connect them with a resource that will push them? Again, acknowledging the gifts, the talents that they bring, the expertise that they bring to the table outside of just managing, and really not even managing. What we're asking folks to do is to police Black and brown bodies. And so we need to really think beyond that, because at the end of the day, Black and brown educators are coming to our buildings. They want to work with kiddos that reflect their backgrounds and support all kiddos. Really, in what ways are we encouraging them, and what brings them to teaching in the first place? Not pushing them out because of our assumptions about what they bring to the profession.
Say that one more time. Not because of what?
The assumptions that we have about them. So,
girl, all right. Now I tell you what, that was that right there. I mean, but it hit hard. That hit hard because again, we do make a lot of assumptions. We just assume that someone's going to be the spokesperson for this community or this identity. Oh, they have lived experiences, and oh yeah, we'll call Johnny or Mr. whoever, Miss whoever, because they'll love to speak about it. And again, that person never gets any other opportunities. That's the only time that they get to speak is for those, based off of those assumptions that you make. So I like to tell my school leaders, I tell them, look, the conversation, rather than assuming, you should ask a question such as, has this been your experience, or are you open to these conversations or open to doing this professional development? And if so, what areas of focus would you like to present on? See, now I'm putting it back on that staff member. So I've asked them, hey, are you interested in presenting, and what areas of focus, as opposed to just assuming that they're all the culture responsive? That's that person. Do